Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Dawn with Candy Cane Ridge. So this makes block number 6 of our Holly Jolly Quilt Along. Are you ready? Ta-da! Alright, grab your fabric and let's get stitching. We are back with block number 6 of our Holly Jolly Quilt Along. So, I hope you enjoy making half square triangles because that's what we're about to do. So you need one 4.5-inch square, 32 background 2.5-inch squares. Well, hello, Miss Pris. What? What? All right, I'll come check on you in a little bit. Carly, can you come get the cat? Come get the cat. She's wanting to say hi. Get down. Get down. Get down. Go sit down. Thank you. She's sad now. Okay. So we have 32 2.5-inch background squares. We have 8 2.5-inch red squares and 24 green 2.5-inch squares. So that's all we need. Now, if you are new to making half square triangles, you are going to need to just grab you a pencil and a ruler and sit down, and on the back of all of your background squares, draw you a line from corner to corner. So this is your stitch line. So you're going to need to do that for all 32 of your squares. Then you're going to go to the sewing machine and you're going to stack these together. And one by one, you need to take your background square and either a red or a green square, right sides together, and you're going to stitch on the line. For all of your squares, you should wind up with 32. Then using our diagram, we're going to lay it out and we're going to sew them all back together. So I'm going to take my stack of red and green squares and my stack of my background squares, and I'm going to sit down at my sewing machine and I'm just going to sew away. So I will see you in a little bit. All right, we have all of our little squares. I'm just going to trim them apart. All 32 of them. Now we're going to take all 32 of them and we're going to press them. I'm just going to relax those threads first. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take one of them, or each one. I need a cordless iron. Okay. I'm going to press this towards the dark side or towards the red and the green. And they're not perfect, but you know what? This is mine and I'm going to do me. Okay, I'm just going to use my scissors. You can use your rotary cutter if you want to. I'm just going to trim, leaving about 1/4 of an inch. Now, using our diagram, let me bring this. I advise you to put this on something movable. If you do not have a design board, go look in wherever and get you an Amazon box, because you know Amazon's just a staple in everybody's house pretty much. Go get you an Amazon box and cut off one of the sides, or if you have a small cutting mat, grab one of those. But you need something movable unless you lay this out next to your sewing machine. Okay, we are going to, looking at our diagram, we are going to lay this out. Woo-wee! Okay, so I'm going to actually sew this together in groups of 4. I'm going to do this group of 4, then this group of 4, this group of 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Then we're going to stitch these 3 together as in the top row. These 3 together, this is the middle row, and then these 3 together as the bottom row. Then we'll stitch the top to the middle and the bottom to the middle. And then our block is finished. Now this is very similar to, oh, I can't remember which block it was that we did. Maybe block 4? I need to go back and look. They all start running together, y'all. So I suggest you lay this out on something movable so you can take this to the sewing machine and you can stitch everything together. So I'm going to go make our little 4 patches per se, and I'll be back. All right, so I've got my little 4 patches all stitched together, and I don't know if you noticed or not, but evidently this last block I either stitched it wrong, or when I had it laid out, I laid it out wrong. But it's correct now. So now we're going to take our top row and we're going to stitch this side to this side, matching our seams. You can either press your seams open, or you can choose for one to go one way and the other to go the other way, and nest them. And the same thing on this side. You're going to stitch right down using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Either press your seams open or nest them. For your center row, you're going to fold over, stitching down, and you're going to take this one, fold over, and stitch this one down. Now, if you can see, this one is already going in this direction. My seam right here, I'm just going to let it lay how it wants to lay, and I'm going to stitch all the way down with this seam pointing up. So your middle row will be finished. Then I'm going to take my bottom row and do the same thing I did as my top row. We're going to fold over. We're going to stitch down using a 1/4 inch seam allowance, and the same thing over here. So I'm going to go make my 3 rows, and I'll be back. So we have the top row, the middle row, and the bottom row all stitched together. Now we're just going to take the top row, and we're going to match these up and nest these right here. We're going to nest our seams right here. We're going to stitch all the way down using a 1/4 inch seam allowance, and we're going to do the exact same thing on the bottom. All right, so here is our block number 6. And yes, it is extremely similar to our block number 5, but we have positioned our half square triangles in different spots, and we have done our flying geese a little different. So it just goes to show how different one block can be when you just manipulate the colors. So I hope you enjoyed block number 6, and I will see you next month for block number 7.